DJ Killzown Jones, you better remember the name.
What's up,
DJ.
everyone? This is your boy DJ Killzown Jones, and we're back with another episode of Killzown Interviews. I'm here with the beautiful, the lovely Tonee Roper from Magic 100.3
and Wild 104.9.
All right, and you welcome. So, Tonee, you are the first female guest on the show.
All right, yes.
So, it's the first time for everything, folks. But, so, kind of introduce yourself, kind of give people, who don't know about you, because I know about you. I listen to, 100.3 to be, though not Magic. I keep, see, they always, they do that, and then I get confused, but I know it's Magic 100.3. We just recently had a changing of the guard, and Tonee, you're doing the weekends, correct?
Yes, I'm on Magic 100.3 Saturday mornings from 10 to 1, 9 to 1. I get up really early. I can't even remember it. And then I'm on Wild 104.9 that Saturday evening, usually from 4 to 7. And I'm getting them all confused. Getting me all confused. From 4 to 9 on Saturdays and then 4 to 7 on Sundays. So it's good. I like it. I'm from St. Louis, grew up in Jennings, born and raised North County, and loving life, just doing the radio part-time on the weekends. I do marketing events outside of that full-time, and just blessed, truly.
Okay, so how does it, feel being, a female radio personality? Because I know this is kind of a male-dominated, male-orchestrated industry as far as the industry goes, and women can only be one or two ways. But how is it? I mean, what challenges do you face, and what do you really, what do you like about your job?
No one's ever asked me that before. That's kind of surprising.
What?
Yeah. Seriously. But I do know, at least on my stations, it's a big female audience, and I have been told that, sometimes female audience doesn't connect as well to a female personality in certain age groups, not typically straight across the board. And I was told that I do that well. So I'm grateful for that. And for me, I just be me. Really, that works the best, and that's the advice I have been given from others who become before me, who are very successful. Is just you gotta be yourself no matter what, and that works best for me. And I think I connect with the female audience as I would if I just saw someone in person. It's just like, hey, what's up, girl? We're hanging out, we're cool. And I think I just do a good job at connecting with everybody. And what was the other questions? Let's see. Being female in the industry. I just demand respect, just like everybody else, and I don't even think about it, like that. And challenges I faced, I think, are just, like I said, the challenge of being female on the radio. People told me I do a good job and connect well with listeners. So I think challenges I face, just what everyone faced, just with the radio industry changing and trying to stay relevant with all the new technology and everyone turning channels and people's brains going a million miles a minute, trying to, still be entertaining and do me. That's what I try to do.
Okay. So, Tonee, we're back again, ladies and gentlemen. We just kind of moved over. We're still at Show Me's here in North County. So, I have to ask, are you related to the Ropers of one of my favorite restaurants of all time in the city, Roper's Ribs?
Oh, I'm starting to like you more and more. That is a great question. Yes. Princessa Barbecue here. That is right. Roper's Ribs. That's my family's place. Actually in North County. We're technically in Floridale Hills, so we rep for Jennings. But yeah, that's me. Grew up with the business. So love them. Love it. That's my favorite restaurant too. Much love there. Thank you for asking.
So what was it like before? I mean, let's get back in the in the time machine. What was it like before you got in the radio, being in the family business? You of course seen it being ran, being what's the word I'm looking for? Being ran, being propositioned, being built, being being a staple pretty much in the community. Everybody I know goes to Roper's Ribs if they eat ribs, other than another restaurant, but we won't bring them up. But shouts out to them for this for right now. Yeah,
we all know each other. It's not much different. I mean, it's funny. Even today, I'll go somewhere and someone introduce me. Oh, here's Tonee, and this is what she does. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, nice to meet you. But they'll be like, but those ribs, Roper's Ribs, that's where she's from. Then everyone's like, oh, I know who you are. So really, that's my family. That's been so supportive and brought me so many opportunities. So no different. People still are like, oh, I know you from Roper's. So no different in terms of that. That's funny.
So when did you decide to get into radio, into into the entertainment industry?
Actually, probably as soon as I could start learning to read and talk. When I was in kindergarten, I told my parents, I want to be a Broadway star. So performance, always. I mean, speech team all the way through grade school, the school plays, and high school did that, was really into musical theater. So since day one, radio, I was always interested in broadcast, more so television. Did a lot of informational interviews and things like that in high school and college with current wonderful personalities. And radio, gosh, I don't know. It just happened. I was just looking for opportunities. I knew performance is what I wanted to do. Went to college, studied theater, did a little bit after that. And radio, I just was looking for opportunities, just looking out, talking to people I knew, and that's what people should do in any career field, find people who are already doing it and try to ask them, how did you do this? How did you get into it? And I was just trying to learn about the industry, and I was approached with a part-time promotions position, which at first I'm like, okay, that's not necessarily what I want to do, radio promotions, but I'm going to try it. And I did, and that was a great foot in the door, and I knew still performing and being on air was more so the goal. And I just, you ever have a goal or a dream, you just keep mentioning it to people, and eventually, hopefully, the right person hears that and sees your talent, and that's what happened for me. I started just doing little commercials here and there, little shifts, on overnight, and then it just changed, and then I get the fill in for whoever. I started producing Ryan Seacrest and MJ Morning Show, which was the last morning show on Z1077. And that's where I started on radio, was actually Z1077, and just went from there, and it keeps building, and it's wonderful. I'm grateful.
Okay. So you work with the likes of Tony Scott and Tammy Holland and a lot of other great radio personalities in St. Louis. And me personally, you mentioned Ryan Seacrest. I feel like, St. Louis has some of the best on-air talent, anywhere. And I feel like we don't get a lot of, this is why I'm doing Killzown interviews, because I feel like a lot of people don't get their just due. So how was it like working with all of those legendary anchors and radio personalities?
Well, that's wonderful for you to say. Thank you, and thank you to all those people. I'm sure. Thank you for that. It's amazing. It's kind of interesting. I tell some people I've worked with and have worked with in the past that, man, I grew up listening to you. I listened to you in high school and grade school, and they don't want to hear that. They're like, oh, don't say that. But it's a testament to them that they really have really made a name for themselves and become household names in St. Louis, people who we are in our daily, what we do, our daily routine, driving to work, hanging out on the weekends. It's amazing. All of them have something different they bring to the team, have touched my life in different ways of inspiring me, or you ask them, like, how do you deal with this, or what's a better way I can do this technically or personally or vocally, and they're just very helpful and very inspiring, very humble people, most of them. And I was really surprised. Coming from theater, we have a lot of big personalities. They're big, but in a different way. Some of them are more soft-spoken than you would think. But they've all been very, very helpful with me on my journey. And still, I go to a lot of my co-DJs and people I work with for a lot of support. They're wonderful. And yeah, they more praise than they have received. They not receive justice for their work and talent. Great.
Okay. So, Tonee, you have some pet projects, some independent projects that you do outside of radio, and can you tell the viewers at home a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, I spend most of my time doing marketing and events. I love event planning, so that takes up a lot of my time. Some things that I want to do that I'm trying to getting more into. Get back into singing. I love singing. I did a little wedding band on the side that I was, sung backup for. So I have started and slowly working to starting my own band, and just more events. I love it. More events and just more stuff to just learn and put my talent out there, interviewing as you're doing and talking to people, and emceeing. I love that. I haven't done that in a while, but the party emceeing, love it. Need more female MCs. Now that's something you don't see a lot right there.
You don't. As far as hosting and artists, you do not see a lot of female MCs. A lot of people are, well, we're not even gonna get into that.
I'm like, what do I do outside of radio? I do a lot of plus size modeling. I like that, so that's kind of my charity avenue a little bit. A lot of the charity shows in St. Louis. That's a lot of fun. But do some fun event projects coming soon.
Okay. So, where do you see yourself? I always say the next year. I don't do 2 years or 5 years because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, where do you see yourself in the next year, Tonee?
Ooh, that's a good one. Just doing more, just becoming a better version of myself. The projects that I'm talking about, I have in my head that are coming, they're going to be here. Just doing more and reaching more people, and I'll still be here in St. Louis and doing my event thing, doing my radio thing, but just to grow, just to grow. So nothing specific there, but just doing the best I can do.
Okay. All right. So, Tonee, to kind of close out the show, you have anybody you want to, shout out or thank or whatever? This is what I always do at the end of the show, regardless of who I'm talking to, or even if it's just me, I always try to shout out my subscribers, shout out to the subscribers, like this video, share this video,
share it,
subscribe, all that good stuff. But who do you want to, shout out, for your shout outs?
Okay. Just hi to the fam. Those people at Ropers, they're pretty good. My little sisters, my brother, all of them, the people who made me who I am today, and those great DJ folks you were talking about. They are very inspiring, so I appreciate you guys watching. And all my Facebook friends and my followers, so if you can find me, Tonee on Stage, that's Tonee on Stage on Facebook, Tonee Roper, you can find me. Be my friend. That's how we keep in touch. That's how I know when I'm shouting out birthdays on air. That's how I know. So yeah, just everyone who follows and supported me. The website coming soon. Got some projects you can find. I do a concert series that I put on for the community, free for everybody. It's every other Friday, second and fourth Friday of the month. Check it out in the city of Ferguson, Plaza at 501, right down South Florissant Road. I do a concert, so it's a little event planning side. So come check it out. Come check it out and listen to me on the weekends. Give me a call. Call the request line. Love to hear from you.
Okay. Alrighty, so this has been Killzown interviews with the beautiful, the lovely, the wonderful, the talented Tonee Roper. I would like to thank you for for coming on the show with me.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity. I can't talk now. What was that accent that just came out? I was so flattered. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
You welcome. You welcome. So until next time, folks, we'll be back. This is your boy DJ Killzown Jones, and I'm out. Peace.
DJ Killzown Jones, you better remember the name. DJ Killzown Jones, you better remember the name. DJ.
Real gamer news.